Add something sippable to your Mother's Day gifting. We have suggestions on delicious and affordable wines. Summer is approaching, even though the weather does not seem to agree. But that doesn't mean you can't make your summer reading list right now. We've got suggestions for the whole family. And an acoustic Disney giveaway that brings the best movie tunes straight to you. Colorado & Company starts right now.
Portions of Colorado & Company contain paid content.
Good friends, gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Hello, and thanks for watching Coco. All right, this year's theme for me has been health. So I'm gonna start off with a healthy Colorado conversation. Health careers are in high demand, so let's talk about the options available for starting your professional path in the medical field. If you guys have been looking for a sign, this is the sign. I am here with Dr. Stacy Ann Okoth, Chief Nursing Officer for Common Spirit Health Mountain Region. And as you know, I always bow down to nurses, always, all the nurses out there. I love it. So let's talk about your journey to becoming a nurse. Talk to me about that.
Well, it started out when I was young and my mom was a nurse in the clinic, and seeing the work that she was doing, helping people, making a difference, really impressed upon me that that's what I wanted to do with my life. So I started out in acute care, or as some would call it, med-surg. And then I proceeded to work in ICU critical care.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great career. And then I knew I wanted to continue to help people in a large way. And what better way to do that than leadership? So.
You're my kind of person. And I gotta say, my mom was ill all of her life, and we never went to the doctors when something was wrong. We knew, go to the nurses.
Yes,
they know.
that's right.
They know more. They always did. Share more about how much of nurses, the impact that they have. I know personally, when I was weeping in the hospital hallways, a nurse would be the first to come to me. Not, they had a huge impact on me and my family.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Well, nurses is they're the backbone of healthcare, and our role is more than like medication administration. We serve as the patient advocate, and we make sure that the patient's concerns are heard by every member of the healthcare team. And we also serve as critical thinkers. We know every subtle change in that patient so that we can act immediately to ensure that our patients don't have untoward outcomes. Mm-hmm. And then we're also educators, right? We make sure we educate the family and also our patients so that when they go home, they can be empowered to take care of themselves.
It's an amazing role that they all play. I remember doctors talking to us, and nurses would talk to my mother. And I was like, that's so important, because she needs to be spoken to too. Yes. We all know there is a nursing shortage. Everybody out there knows this, okay? What is Common Spirit doing to try and help that?
Yeah. Well, there is a nursing shortage, and it's complicated by the fact that people are getting older.
Yeah.
Right? And that means that we need more nurses to take care of our aging population. We also know that our experienced nurses, they're leaving the field, they're retiring. And then we also know that, especially after COVID, our environment has gotten so much more complex. And that's causing a lot of burnout. And so people are leaving the industry altogether. And then we also know that there's a faculty shortage. And so what Common Spirit is doing is we're making sure that we have a robust nurse residency program. So when our new grads graduate, they have a place to come and be able to feel comfortable learning and also mentored in their role. We're also making sure that our salaries are competitive and also our benefits.
Amen. I mean, let's talk teachers and nurses.
That's right.
I mean? Yes.
That's right. We have to live.
Amen.
And so we need to make sure it's competitive. And then we also want to make sure that we're partnering with our academic partners to ensure that they have clinical sites and also that we're supporting our faculty development as well.
That's unbelievable. I like the idea of pay for the nurses. They
That's
deserve
right.
like so much more money, I think. Programs for scholarships. I want to hear about that to help covering the cost of getting a nurse degree. Anything with that, with the scholarship?
Well, one of the first things that I would do for scholarships is looking at the National Association of National Student Association, and also Colorado Nursing Association. They also offer scholarships.
Oh, that's cool.
But we can't disregard FAFSA, right? The
Yes.
federal programs that offer grants and other help as well. And then I would say there are so many other programs, right, that's helping first-time college students or working at an organization that offer tuition reimbursement.
Yeah.
I know Common Spirit, we offer tuition reimbursement or loan forgiveness. We try to make it as easy as possible for our people to go to school. We're also partnering with external agencies to offer apprenticeship programs as well.
Oh, that's amazing. If I didn't get this job, I would have become a nurse.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm a little clumsy, but I think I could do it. No, I really do. It takes a special person to understand, but I think nursing is such a beautiful job and you can give back. Share with us why you love nursing. I like to just kind of get personal. Any specific story that you can share?
Well, I have a lot of great stories from my nursing career, but one that truly stands out is I was a fairly new nurse, and I was taking care of a patient that did not have family nearby.
Oh, that's so hard.
It's very hard.
That's very hard, yeah.
And I was trying to finish up my charting and my medications and my assessments and everything. And the one patient that I was taking care of, he said, "Please stay with me."
Oh, I'm gonna
And I
cry.
did. And I held his hand, and he turned to me and he said, "Thank you for seeing me." And sometimes as nurses, we fail to realize that we are skilled. People know we have skills, we are highly educated, but sometimes just taking that moment to let our patients know that we feel their pain,
Yeah.
we see them, we hear them, is so important. Because oftentimes they won't remember that we, know how to operate the IV machine, or we know how to, do chest compressions or anything else. What they are going to remember is how we made them feel.
Yeah,
And
that's
important.
beautiful. That is so beautiful. Thank you for that. I just think of my mom and all the nurses, and when she was, dying, unfortunately, or passing, I said, "Can I touch her?" And one of the nurses goes, "Isn't that your mama?" And she goes, "Go," and I was like, I'll never forget that. So beautiful story. Thank you again for what you do. Human kindness makes Tori cry, and it's also what Common Spirit Health is all about. Please visit their website. Learn more about careers in nursing. It is such a beautiful profession. Go to mountain.commonspirit.org. Find more interviews, information on 9news.com/Healthy Colorado. This Healthy Colorado segment is sponsored by Common Spirit Health. Thank you for what you do. I really mean it. Get lost in a page turner. Cool segue. After the break, suggestions from a local spot on what to add to your summer reading list. Watch Coco tomorrow because we'll be announcing the winner of the $18,000 Mother's Day giveaway from Aria Integrative Health. If you entered the giveaway, and all of you should have, we could be saying your name. We're back with more of today's show right after the break. Even though it doesn't feel like it with this weather, okay, summer is really just around the corner, and it's time to start planning your reading list. I'm a book nerd, and I'm super excited to introduce you to Paige Dungan, the founder of Little Blue Pigeon Books, the cutest bookstore. It just opened on Larimer, is that correct?
It did.
Okay, and it's all over my feed, and I'm so jealous. I love a bookstore. She's here with some recommendations that we are going to take very seriously. So first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Mazel tov. It's huge.
Thank you.
And everybody is there, so very exciting. But first off, let's dive into your suggestions, starting with romance.
Oh,
okay, everybody likes a romance.
Everybody is in romance right now. And I really feel like romance can go across any age or any background.
Yeah.
So the first book that I chose is a new one called Happy Ending. And it is the classic.
Happy ending.
It is happy ending, but it's that classic romance story. So it's two exes that get together, they divorce their partners get together, so these exes become friends.
Nice.
And so the whole story follows around this friendship, and everyone is wanting them to be something more.
Got it.
And it's not until a trip to the beach,
of course,
right? So
always
perfect
the
for
trip
summer,
to the beach.
a trip to the beach, that they find out there's so much more complexities to their relationship.
I desperately need that.
Yes, we all need
I
it.
desperately,
Yeah.
okay, I'm a Nora Roberts fan,
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
old school,
Yeah.
but I need some updoing. So that's on my list right now. Mystery. My family is huge on mystery. We go through them real quick. What do you think about mystery?
Same. Mystery is one of my favorite genres because you can truly get lost in a mystery.
I know.
And so this one, the ending writes itself, is true historical mystery because what it is, 6 writers get invited to this island.
I'm already in.
Right?
This
They
sounds
go
like
to an
Agatha
island.
Christie.
Do you see the beach theme we have going here?
Yes, I do.
They get invited to an island by a really well-known author, except when they arrive, he's dead.
I knew it. Someone dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's dead, and his agent gives them 72 hours to write the perfect ending to his book. So all that this book follows is the complexity of their relationship. Secrets come out. So really that close, like you're captured in mystery.
The Agatha Christie part.
Agatha Christie, you will love that
Okay.
mystery read.
And it's like Knives Out, if you guys know.
It is like
you know what I
Knives
mean?
Out too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's
Like a little bit of Clue in there too.
Yes, that's my favorite movie.
Yes,
Oh,
same.
I'm super into this. Mrs. Peacock. Okay, so what if I wanted to expand my, I want to go a little upscale. I want a memoir.
Oh yes,
I want a memoir.
Yes, we love true storytelling, and the one that I brought today is by Jane Phillips, and it's called Small Town Girls, and it follows her through a series of journal entries that she writes when she's growing up in West Virginia.
Oh, whoa.
And it really explains the complexities of relationships with her mom, her sisters, women in the community, and how all of these women friendships really impact her.
Oh, wow.
So it has themes of a small town girl. It has themes of really getting to know yourself and who you are. And then she breaks out and she travels the world and becomes this fantastic writer. Wow. So it's a beautiful story of finding yourself, really, no matter what your beginnings are.
That's what I need.
I know.
I am finding myself at this age.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, like I'm still being like, where am I? Who am I?
Yes.
That sounds really interesting. Is she known for her books, or is this one of her debuts?
This is, yes, so she's known for all of her writing.
Okay,
this is
good.
her memoir.
Oh,
So this is
wow, okay.
her truth of her story.
And the author was
Jane Phillips.
Okay, I'm going to pick. You're very good. You're like a Netflix curated queue.
You can tell that I love books.
Yeah, me too. I'm like super into them. My
Yes.
sister worked at a bookstore. I worked at a bookstore. We're very excited.
This doesn't work out.
I know, trust me. I'm going to be like, hello, Paige. Okay, round out the list of recommendations for the kiddos.
Okay, so this book is fantastic, and I love it because it's a potion, a powder, and a little bit of magic.
Oh, cute.
And so it really is a book that older, really like 9 and 10 up can read, or you can read to your younger children because it is about a girl who inherits this magic shop. And at first, she doesn't know anything about magic. And what she finds out is she can use the magic in the shop to help her community, to help her neighbors. So it really has complex stories about doing good for other people, about helping your community, and it really helps kids connect to the magic of life. So that's why it is one of my new favorite reads.
You know, so secretly I'm writing a children's book, but it is about, I mean, it's nothing so far, but it's about like how to be of help and service for little kids, which I think is such a good, especially now.
Especially now, we need it more than ever.
Yeah, social media out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's a really
it's a beautiful story.
Okay, that's cute. For those who are interested in the titles you shared, tell us more.
Yes.
I really want to know about the shop.
Okay.
Tell me how the name of it. Tell me just like how you created it. It's so amazing that you founded it. Tell me everything.
Thank you. So I'm a book publicist by trade. So I have
Fantastic.
had a love of books for decades, and my parents always read this wonderful poet, Eugene Fields is his name. He's an 18th century poet, and he has a poem called Japanese Lullaby, where he talks about this little blue pigeon that starts very weak and grows very strong.
Oh, wow.
So that story always stuck with me through the years. So I knew one day I wanted to continue to advocate for literacy and authors and storytelling.
Amen.
By bringing a store, even at a time that maybe people are wondering why you're going into retail. I think unless we all try and we take a chance chance on making our community better, it's never going to happen.
Amazing.
So that's where I really wanted to bring literacy and books, and community is a big heart of our store too.
Unbelievable. I just have to say, like, you know about the third space?
Yes,
Have you ever heard about
yes,
it? Yeah.
uh-huh.
Where, like, you go to work, you go to home, but there's a lack of a third space where you can join a community and be part.
Yes.
And this is, like, bookstores to me are such a beautiful third space.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. And they're
Yeah.
very much like therapy, right?
Yes.
Because we are there to give you whatever you need that
Yeah.
day, too.
And that's amazing. You are so, I'm so excited to come. I'm
you.
so excited. Find your next page turner.
Oh.
Do you see what I did? No one cares. You can visit Paige at Little Blue Pigeon Books in Larimer Square, which is a great area.
It is.
Bravo. Learn more at littlebluepigeonbooks.com. Thank you so much, Paige. Looking forward to it. So while we're talking books, actor and writer Mark Harmon teamed up with real-life NCIS agent Leon Carroll to write a new book called Ghosts of Sicily. Risa had the chance to chat with them about it. Check this out.
As the world went to war, an unlikely alliance was forged. The Mafia and the U.S. Navy joined forces to protect America and turn the tide of World War II. Ghosts of Sicily uncovers the secret pact that changed history forever.
The collaboration between you two is really exciting. Leon, how do you go about working with Mark and picking the topics or stories or file that you want to explore in your books?
Well, I think the major thing is to find something we think the reader would enjoy reading, something that maybe they didn't know had occurred before. Also, we look at what the agents at that time, ONI naval intelligence officers, were doing as a precursor to what we now know as NCIS. And we compare a lot of things that were done then that are still in effect today, some 50, 60 years later. So that's kind of how we looked at this, and we would like to have told a story that had never been told before about the little guys, but they were involved in big events.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's interesting. Leon, you served as a consultant on NCIS, the television series. You gentlemen came together to write books. Do you see the Ghosts of series coming back to television or movies anytime?
Well, we get asked a lot about movies, but I haven't seen anybody come up with the funds to do it. But all three of these books could be turned into certainly a feature film. Television series, I'll leave that up to Mark to kind of talk about that. But yes, they could all three be movies for sure.
Well, Mark, so when?
Well, you got an idea? Let's hear it.
I do. Actually, I do. We'll talk.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Together and talk about this. I would love to see this as a series. I think it's a fantastic topic. I think history is so important to the way we look at the world today, and we have to be able to look back to look forward. Don't you agree, gentlemen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it's really been where these stories lead us. And you're hearing that at the same time as I'm saying it. And the fact that you picked up this book and you wanted to continue reading what we've initially started with, the first two, that's why we do it.
Yeah. Well, I so appreciate you taking time today to talk about Ghosts of Sicily. It's available now wherever books are sold and on Amazon. So thank you, gentlemen, for your time today, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ghosts of Sicily is out now. You can find it on Amazon or wherever books are sold. You have the chance to see some remarkably bright creatures in honor of the new film. Your chance to win tickets to the Downtown Aquarium. That's coming up next.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Okay, you don't need me to tell you that great teachers make all the difference, and Rocky Mountain McDonald's owners are providing K-12 teachers the opportunity to apply for $2,000 to improve the learning experiences for their students. Round of applause. It's called the One Class at a Time, and I'm so honored to be here with Brian Boselli. Nice to Italian name. I like that.
Yes, thank you for
Very
having me.
nice to be here. He's an owner and operator for McDonald's Rocky Mountain region. Very exciting. Share more about why McDonald's Rocky Mountain region is so dedicated to one class at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. I think to really understand it, you have to take a step back. You have to look at who we are. Whether you're driving a basketball practice, dance recital, you know, there's golden arches. You can't drive anywhere nowadays without seeing the golden arches. So
That's a good point.
people see those and they have thoughts that come to their mind. Quality fries, great coffee, whatever it might be.
Diet Coke, crisp Diet Coke.
Yep. Everyone has a thought that first comes to mind when they see those arches. But one thing most people don't think about is that all those restaurants here in Colorado, 100% owned and operated by a local businessman, businesswoman in your community.
I did not know that.
It's amazing. Across the country, most of them, but here in Colorado, 100%. So we're proud of that.
Oh my God, I did not know. Let's see what it's like to be on the receiving end of the grant. We have something here for you to see. Take a look.
My name is Jennifer Kirshner. I teach at Shelton Elementary in Golden, Colorado, and I teach 3rd grade. I actually had a parent of one of my students that is really good at looking for scholarships and grants, and so she mentioned it to me, and I thought it would be a great way to get a little bit more materials for our classroom.
I'm Jim Baselli.
Nice to meet you.
So I own some McDonald's restaurants around here. Your teacher sent in an application to McDonald's for a $2,000 check to help you get some books for your classroom. What do you think about that? Thank you for what you do for the kids. Here's a check for you. Now look at that big check. That's a $2,000. That's a lot of money.
Thank you, McDonald's, for this money. We can always use more money in education, and the kids will definitely enjoy reading new books.
That is awesome, and we do need more money in education. Absolutely. So at the bottom of the screen, you see the info on how to apply for One Class at a Time grant. And I really want to make sure that you guys share this with your school. If you're a teacher, if you're not, take a picture right now so you can spread this wide as the Golden Arches. That's what we'll say. So what kind of impact does this program have on the community?
Yeah, so this program first started, 5 years ago. We had an owners meeting. We came together. Kids were back in the classroom. And we just really asked ourselves, how else can we support our community? What else can we do?
That's beautiful.
And within 5 minutes, 0 questions asked. We had 40 owner-operators raise their hand and say, yes, we want to support this program.
Wow.
And that day forward, we decided to fund this program where we give $2,000 every other week to a deserving teacher.
Every other week?
Every other week during the school year. So 16 presentations a year. I'll do the quick math for you. We're finishing our 4th school year. We're over $125,000 given to teachers.
Bravo.
And really, very easy criteria. What we're looking for is a teacher who is in it for the right reasons. They're in it because they love the children, they love the education, they love to learn themselves. So what this allows the teachers to do is further education out of the classroom. Pass the books, pass the test. We've seen art shows, we've seen musical concerts, we've seen field trips to museums, the zoo, the aquarium, all sorts of great activities. It's no secret, teachers don't do it for the paycheck.
Amen.
They don't do it for the
Which
fame.
they should be getting paid
They
the
should be
most.
getting it. But we are so happy to be giving them money to further education in the classroom. Really doing something that maybe they wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
That's unbelievable. I mean, I always say teachers and nurses should be paid the most of anybody, and McDonald's is helping them out. What a brilliant thing. And I love that all the owners came together. Do you guys party together? Do you guys hang out?
We meet together. We have meetings every once in a while.
Secret little McDonald's.
When this started 5 years ago, we didn't think anything of it. It's just, what can we do today? And no questions asked, it's continuing for the foreseeable future. We love this program.
Good for you guys. Anything new going on actually at McDonald's? I see you brought some colorful drinks.
I brought some new drinks. We are now
this?
serving nationwide our new McCafe beverage lineup. So I don't know if anyone remembers, late last year we tested this. We actually here in Colorado tested for the whole country. And it was such a great outpour of love for these drinks. So here they are. We have 3 crafted sodas. We have the Dirty Dr. Pepper.
That's so good. That's this one?
That's that one.
That looks
That's
so
delicious. Good. The Sprite Tropic Berry Blast, which everyone calls the blue drink.
The blue drink, okay.
And then we have the Orange Dream, which is my favorite. Anyone born in the 80s will love the Orange Dream.
I was born in the 80s.
So there you go. And then we have 3 lemonade-based refreshers as well. So lots of options here. The teachers need a little pick-me-up before school in the morning.
That's very true.
Treat for the kids in the afternoon. So
tell me about what makes it dirty.
So there's vanilla syrup, Dr. Pepper, our famous Dr. Pepper, topped with cold foam for that rich finish.
Beautiful, unbelievable. And for the applications, are there a lot of people writing in?
There's a lot of applications going on. Some are self-nominated. A lot of parents, a lot of PTA are submitting applications for teachers. We have a fun time. I'll say tough, but we have a fun time looking over the applications. There's so many deserving teachers out there.
Totally.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we expand this program in the future, but applications are flowing in. We are finishing up for the 26 school year, so get them in for starting off fall 2026.
Gosh, again, we bow down to the teachers and we thank McDonald's for doing what maybe the government should be doing. Okay, so nominate a deserving teacher to receive a one class at time. It's a grant from McDonald's Rocky Mountain region. All you do is go to rmoa-1-class.squarespace.com or just take a picture of your screen right here at McDonald's Rocky MT. This segment was sponsored by McDonald's Rocky Mountain region. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and cheers.
Cheers.
This is really good. All right, Mile High City, get ready because Monster Jam is back. That's my Monster Jam voice. Tomorrow we get a behind-the-scenes look from one of the drivers. You do not want to miss this high-energy interview. And you might have read the book, Remarkably Bright Creatures. Well, guess what? It's being turned into a movie. So here's a look at the film starring the one, the only, Sally Field.
Ed, he won't hurt you. Don't you ever want to be alone?
Oh, it's a joy to see people every day, watching their lives change.
You have people who care about you.
All this time, I've been looking for the wrong thing.
Occasionally, humans can be remarkably bright creatures.
You can catch Remarkably Bright Creatures, on Netflix this Friday. But this movie inspired us here at KUSA, and we have some giveaways relating to the film. So today, you can enter to win 2 tickets to the Downtown Aquarium. Enter by sending an email to mycoco@9news.com. Just put the word fish in the subject line, and the winner will be chosen at random and contacted later. Good luck. And when we come back, sips and snacks for mom that are easy, affordable, and so delicious. Don't go anywhere. Want that information again? Well, we get 200,000 views a month on social media, and you should see us on your phone. Don't get left out. Follow us on Instagram at Colorado and Company. We also post full episodes and segments on YouTube, so subscribe and stay on top of all of our great local content. Everybody needs a little more Coco and Tori in their lives, right? Yeah? Okay, we'll be right back. Moms don't want to hear you whine, but show up with some wine? That's a different story. With tips on how to wine your mom right, we have Heidi Terzin, co-founder of Beau Pierre Wine and Spirits in New York City.
Heidi, I am so excited to be talking to you. I love rosé, and I think rosé is especially nice for this time of year for mothers with Mother's Day coming up. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Rosé is perfect for the spring, summer, and especially this time of year around Mother's Day. It's an excellent choice, for sure.
Let's take a taste of the one we have. It's a Rosado, right? How do you pronounce this?
Yes. So Dagaiolo is the producer right here. From Carpenetto is the house that runs it. This is a Rosato coming from Tuscany, Italy. And so when you think of Tuscany, one of the most important grapes there is Sangiovese. And that's the grape that's here. So this is a rosé made from the Sangiovese grape. It's going to be nice and expressive with some nice red fruit coming through. You're going to get a little bit of strawberry, watermelon notes. There's also going to be a little hint of like a savory note, and you can see it has a little more weight to it. So this is a wine that works really nicely for those nice warm days, and it also pairs nicely with something you could do like lighter dishes. It's a nice aperitivo to start the evening, and it pairs nicely with like a burrata and prosciutto.
That's exactly what I was thinking, like a charcuterie or something on a nice
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Okay, now let's chat some wines from Spain. They always seem to be on the must-have list. Why is that?
Well, Spain makes some excellent wines. We have a couple on the lineup today that would be great for this weekend as well. One of the areas that is most known is Rioja, which is where the next wine is coming from. So here, El Coto is coming from the Rioja area, which is known for their ageable reds, but they make some really outstanding whites. And Viura is the grape here. And here it's mainly the Viura grape. There's also a little bit of Sauvignon Blanc and a little bit of Verdejo. So if you go over to the wine, you'll see it jumps out of the glass. It's super expressive. You get lots of fruit. You
That's
really get that.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a great wine, great value. And you're really gonna get some nice fresh fruit, a little bit of citrus notes. You even get some yellow plum. It's a really interesting wine, great value. And when you think of like that thirst quenching white, this one is great for it. It will pair nicely with ceviche, maybe some grilled octopus, you think seafood. It works really nicely with that. And it's just a great value white. It's one to really check out for the Rioja area.
Oh, this is fantastic. I love that one too. Okay, next on the list, I have to ask you this for our executive producer. She loves Italian wines. So do you have one that would be good for her?
Absolutely. So for an Italian wine, we have Cesari's Giusto, which is a light red that's great for the warmer months and great for barbecuing, being outside. So this is coming from the Valpolicella area, just outside of Verona. And the grape here is a grape called Corvina. It's 60% Corvina, 40% Merlot. And this is a great wine. It's going to have some nice red fruit, some bright kind of fresh acidity. And it also is nice for the summer because it's a little bit lighter, spring, summer. It's a little bit lighter. It's about 12.5%, and you could put a little chill on it. So if you go over to that glass, you'll see that that red fruit, a little bit of cherry, some raspberry notes. It will be nice with a little chill, and this would be great with something like a pizza, let's say. You could also do a mushroom risotto. That would be very nice with that as well. So if you're looking for a tasty little Italian one, this would be great. It's very versatile.
This is perfect, like you said, for spring
Just
because
right.
it's light. It's not too heavy.
Yes.
Ooh, with any, that would be fantastic. Okay, last one on the list. What else do you have for us? We have to taste this one as well.
Yes. So Borso, coming from Spain as well. This is a Grenache, and it's coming from Borso. And so here, the Grenache is going to give you a bit more weight in comparison to the other red that we were just talking about. So here it's coming from the Campo de Borja area, and the grape is Grenache. That's going to give you a little bit of sweet spice, some red fruit, but you're going to get a hint of that vanilla and cedar notes. It's a much bolder red. And it's a great producer too. It's really a benchmark producer for Grenache in the area. And with that, you're gonna get some fuller bodied notes, a little bit of kind of like a savory note as well. This is a bold wine that gets stand up for those barbecues, that barbecue ribs, those burgers. This is gonna be like a nice red for those outings like that.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you're going to cook a steak for mom, this might be good with that, right? Oh,
absolutely,
a little more bolder. Let me take another taste.
Yeah, and you can even see from the color when we go from the two how much bigger it is. So this would be nice with a little chill, and this is going to be a little bit bigger there.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us today, Heidi.
Find all the wines we spoke about right here in Denver at Superior Liquor Market, Argonaut Liquor, and Applejack Wine and Spirits. And of course, remember to always drink responsibly. Well, if mom is a Disney adult, stick around because we have a musical giveaway that she will absolutely love. You don't have to wish upon a star, but you do have to enter to win. Even with all the rain and snow, the drought is still being talked about here in Colorado, which means there could be some wildfires. In about 2 minutes, how you can prepare your home. Stay tuned for that. Disney kids and adults, we have a giveaway made just for you. Think about listening to your favorite Disney playlist on a brand new WIM Sound Smart speaker and holding your very own Disney acoustic guitar. The Disney Guitar Playlist offers reimagined guitar versions of your favorite Disney tunes. Make every day magical with mood-boosting acoustic renditions by simply saying, "Alexa, play the Disney Guitar Playlist." And I bet I just did that in your home. One lucky grand prize winner can hear their playlist from a WIM SoundSmart speaker with a 1.8-inch touch display. Enter now for your chance to win an incredible Disney prize pack, of one WIM Sound Smart speaker and one Disney acoustic guitar. Email us now, put guitar in the subject line. One winner will be selected at random and contacted on May 11th. You don't have to wait to enjoy the Disney Guitar playlist, though. It's available now wherever you stream your music. After the oddly warm winter we had, the risk of wildfire this summer is weighing heavily on a lot of people's minds. So take action today and prepare your home for a wildfire. Here are some tips from Michelle Steinberg. She's the director of the Wildfire Division at the NFPA.
Hi, Michelle. It's so nice to speak with you today. So we've had an incredibly dry winter here in Colorado, and wildfire is the buzzword because we're anticipating it to be a rough wildfire season. What are some projects we can start today to kind of protect ourselves from this?
Right. Wildfire preparedness projects around homes are really critical, and fortunately, some of them are very easy. What we recommend is people start with their home and work their way out into the landscape, because the home is what we're trying to protect. The exterior of your home, you need to take a look at maybe screening some vents where embers could get in, cleaning out gutters, clearing off decks, including underneath the deck where any material that's there could be ignited by flames or embers, and then starting to work your way out into the landscape to remove any dead or dying vegetation, keeping grasses trimmed down, and if you can, keeping things well watered, although sometimes in a drought situation that's not so easy.
No, yes, that's not so easy, but we can do our best, you know. But I want to talk about something really important: home ignition zones. What exactly is this, and why does every homeowner need to know about this?
Right. So the home ignition zone, that term was coined by scientists looking into how homes ignite during wildfires and realizing that wildfires don't just sweep in and take everything out in their path. They have to follow a series of fuel. And if we remove the fuel for the fire, that's the one thing that we can control right around our home. So if we consider that our home is potential fuel for a fire, making sure that nothing on it or around it could ignite is the critical piece. So that's why I say cleaning the gutters, starting with your roof, working your way down, making sure you've got the window screens are in good shape, and then working out into the landscape. The home ignition zone is that house and everything around it within just about 100 feet. And if that includes your neighbor's property, that's when we ask you to start working with your neighbor on shared projects that will help reduce the risk for both of you.
That makes sense, and I liked that checklist. That makes it so easy. But you mentioned 100 feet, but I want to zone in a little bit here and talk about the 5 feet around your home. Why should this be a main focus?
Right. So that's what the research over the years and the experience that we've had with these large fires really has shown us that that first 5 feet is critical to the home survival. So if you imagine you've got your exterior of the home is in pretty good shape. You've got a good roof. Maybe you don't even have gutters. If you've got embers hitting that roof and rolling down, that's where they're going to land, is in that first 5 feet. If you've got winds blowing the embers in, they're going to collect up against the sides or into corners or under decks. That area is so vulnerable. That's why we say remove anything that can burn. So if you have a solid wall foundation, for example, embers piling up against it aren't going to have anything to catch. But if you've got a lot of dead material, if you've got a lot of shrubs, bushes, things like that, right up under windows, right against the home, that's just places that the fire could catch hold. And that's what you don't want to see happen. So that's why it's so important.
That all makes sense. It's like you almost have to think like the fire in order to protect yourself. But is there anything else we can be doing right this minute to start preparing for wildfire season?
I think that, thinking about what if something is going to happen tomorrow, right? What do I need to have in place? Doing those preparedness activities are really good, but making sure you and your family are safe is really, really important. So having a go kit, making sure that if you have a vehicle, that you have fuel in the vehicle, you're charged up if you have an electric vehicle, and that you're ready and you know where you're going to go, you know how to get in touch with loved ones to tell them that you're safe or that you're coming, and that you have a few materials with you for comfort and for if you have to be out of your home up to 3 days, that you have water, you have cash, you have supplies that you need to make you comfortable and to keep you safe.
All really good things to keep in mind as we head into the warmer months. Thank you so much, Michelle. Here's hoping we all stay safe this summer.
For more information on how you can help protect your home from wildfire, all you have to do is head to wildfireprepday.org.
What's up, everybody? Ryan Anderson, the driver of the Son of a Digger Monster Jam truck. I'm going to be joining Kelly to tell you all about Monster Jam coming soon to your town. Get ready, we're bringing the heat, baby.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Empower Field at Mile High is gearing up for Monster Jam. It's back, baby, and Kelly had the chance to chat with one of the drivers. Check this out.
Hi, I am so excited to be talking to you, but for some of our viewers who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about what Monster Jam is all about?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's about huge monster trucks. Monster Jam is a family-friendly entertainment that is so crazy. It's one of the best things you'll ever see on dirt. And there's no demographic, it doesn't matter. Normally it's the kids dragging the family in, but at the end of the night, the kids are being drug out by the family. Everybody loves Monster Jam. So if you ever get a chance to go to Monster Jam, if you've never been to Monster Jam, I'm telling you, you gotta come. It doesn't matter what your age, if you've got kids or not, just come to Monster Jam and be willing to have a good time. It's a blast watching 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks fly through the air. We do racing, we do a best trick competition, and my favorite is Monster Jam Freestyle, where we each get 2 minutes to go absolutely crazy on the track. That's when you see all the highlights, the backflips, the crashes, all the crazy tricks happen in freestyle.
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you behind the wheel?
Man, there's a lot of crazy things, and crazy things happen every weekend. I mean, I crash. This is Gravedigger. My dad created Gravedigger in 1982. I drive Son of a Digger. I crash my Son of a Digger truck every weekend. I do backflips with my truck every weekend, 12,000 pounds, 30 feet in the air doing a backflip. It's wild. So everything's crazy. It's hard to say. I mean, we break wheels off, we catch on fire, which we're all right. I wear a fire-resistant suit. Every weekend is literally like a viral moment live in front of your face times 12. We have 12 trucks that compete in Monster Jam at every event you go to. It's just madness.
Okay, let's talk a little more about the demographic. Let's say I wanted to get into Monster Jam driving. Do men and women compete on the same track?
We absolutely do. And the girls, hopefully none are around me to hear this, the girls kick butt. They're awesome. My sister, Kristen Anderson, she drives Gravedigger on a different tour. She calls herself Blonde to the Bone. She's awesome. She's the only girl to ever win a championship in Monster Jam. She's the only girl to ever drive Gravedigger, and she's kicked my butt a few times. She is awesome. And there's also a truck that the girls just go crazy for. It's called Sparkle Smash. It's a 12,000-pound pink glittery unicorn of a Monster Jam truck. It actually shoots a huge confetti cannon out of its horn. So yeah, the girls compete along with the guys, and more times than not, they kick our butts. So the girls, if you want to come out here and have a fun time, or you want to compete in Monster Jam, it's not easy to get into Monster Jam, but you never give up on your dreams. You know, you keep chasing those down, and there's places for everybody here at Monster Jam.
Oh, I love that. Okay, you're coming to the Mile High City. Let's say fans are ready to get all in. How can they make the most out of race day?
Okay, so the most out of race day, if you're gonna dive in and fully engulf yourself in Monster Jam, there's a Monster Jam pit party pre the show. So you get to come out on the track, meet the trucks, the drivers, see us up close and personal. We'll take photos, sign autographs, all good stuff. And there's tons of activities for the family, for the kids, for everybody to enjoy Monster Jam and just fully engulf their day. And then after that, Monster Jam competition starts, and that is when everything gets wild. We're gonna come out, all 12 trucks, one time. It's the most craziest, thunderous thing you've ever experienced in your life. Each truck is 1,500 horsepower. They are just wild. We go right into racing competition. It's a bracket-style competition, so we're gonna have 2 at a time, and we're gonna race down a bracket to the fastest 2 meet in the final round, and then we crown our racing champion. After that, we do our skills competition. It's essentially a best trick competition. So we're gonna try to balance these trucks on 2 tires. We're gonna try to do wheelies. We're gonna balance them on their sides. We're gonna do nose wheelies, all the crazy stuff. It's hard for me to imagine what we do with these trucks, and I'm doing it. We're breaking the wheels off. We're crashing the trucks upside down. You never know what's gonna happen. I have no idea. When I pull out on the track, the only thing I know is I'm not gonna take it easy. I'm gonna go crazy from start to finish. So as long as my truck's moving, I'm going wild.
You are so awesome. We are so excited for you. They are coming to Denver. Make sure you tune in and head there. And Ryan, we are wishing you all the best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get back to Denver. You guys are crazy with those metal plates. Get wild. The louder you get, the crazier we're going to get at Monster Jam. We'll see you there.
See you there, Ryan.
Monster Jam is coming to Empower Field at Mile High this Saturday. Get your tickets now at monsterjam.com. Oh, but wait. Tori has some tickets to give away to Monster Jam this weekend. Enter now by sending an email to mycoco@9news.com. Just put the word monster in the subject line. The winner will be chosen at random and contacted later. Good luck. They sponsor today's segment. Thanks for your company, Colorado. Portions of today's program were sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen, and we will see you absolutely next time. Have a good day. Bye.